What's going on, guys? It's been a pretty busy week Street Fighter wise, so I thought I'd make a midweek update to prevent the weekend one from getting too long. I'm going to be making some changes yet again, so it's time to talk about how things have progressed so far. The first thing I want to talk about is Ed. Last time I said I was going to start working with him as my secondary, but after putting a few days into him, I decided he wasn't for me, at least not in his current state. The main problem I ended up having with him is that all of his stuff can be summarized as cool with a catch. There's tons of things that I really enjoy about the character, but they all had these random situations where they wouldn't work or they would work differently. I'll try to put some footage here if I can, but for example, his V skill is one of the bigger reasons that I picked him. But I quickly found out that after a certain range, if you fully charge it against someone and they block it, they get pulled just out of range out of your throw and your block strings. If someone jumps up in the corner, you can V-skill grab them in the air just fine. But if you try to V-skill grab them through a combo, the V-skill is just going to whiff. His crouching medium kick can cancel into what seems like all of his specials, which is great, but the range on that is super deceptive. This stuff is off the top of my head, but there's definitely some more things that just felt off. And to be clear, I'm sure that there's plenty of alternative combos and different moves that I could be using. It's just that it feels weird. It feels like Ed is kind of duct taped together. When I read that he was spacing dependent, I thought it was like a bazooka knee situation where he'd have a ton of unsafe moves and I would need to space them well so that I didn't get punished. Instead, it seems like people meant that if you don't space yourself well, your stuff just doesn't work. If he gets more changes in future patches or somehow makes it into Street Fighter 6, I don't know the story, so maybe he'll make it in there. I'll take another serious look at him, but for now, I'm gonna move on. After I dropped Ed, I decided to check out Sagat's zoning playstyle, and I gotta admit, it was a really humbling experience. With Ed, I was coasting through the ranks. I stopped at Super Silver with an 80-85% win rate. I lost maybe 1 or 2 sets, but with Sagat, I was getting beat by Super Bronze players. It's not that I couldn't win, I'm sure I could have just meated them to death. It's that I couldn't win using Sagat in the way that he was designed. The whole fireball DP thing just isn't clicking for me, and I was getting rushed down by everyone. Part of the problem is execution, and getting those DPs out quickly is not something I'm used to, and I had to look up some DP shortcuts to react faster, but another part of it was me just sucking at the fireball game. As much as I hate to say it, I gotta give some props to the Sagat and Gao players because zoning properly is a lot harder to pull off than it looks. Sagat doesn't really interest me as a secondary anymore, just as a character his story's kinda bland to me, but I'm definitely gonna put some work into him down the road. I wanna learn that skill set from his point of view so that I can do better on the Colleen side when I'm trying to get in against him. And that brings us to today. The plan was to spend some more time with Cody and G, but honestly, I think I'm ready to make that final push to Plat. I thought I'd need the whole week off, but trying all these different characters has fully cleared my mind of all the salt from Ranked. I think the free week was a success, and I'm gonna do it again, but like I said last time, I'll be learning a new character only to master a specific aspect of them. I don't want to make new goals right now since the weekend is only a few days away, so the plan is to slowly and calmly push back up into Ultra Gold until then. On the weekend, I want to pick a few random games that I'll be playing, win or lose doesn't matter, and I just want to take an honest look. I'll make a video, just a review, on how I'm doing compared to the Getting Good series. It's hard to believe, but I'm actually nearing the end of the playlist. I'm 100% going to keep using this training method in Plat. It's been crazy successful so far. But before I start spreading my wings and making my own goals, I gotta make sure that I properly learned everything listed so far. With that said, I think I'm just gonna wrap things up here. It's been an interesting week, lots of fun, but it's time to get back to work, so I'll see you guys next time.